The Takata airbag recall is one of the largest in history, affecting over 100 million vehicles. The Takata airbag recall is one of the largest in history, affecting over 100 million vehicles worldwide. In 2014, NHTSA launched an investigation into Takata's airbags after reports of explosions and injuries emerged. Takata's airbags used a propellant called ammonium nitrate, which was prone to igniting too quickly and causing shrapnel. The recall was linked to at least 24 deaths and 100 injuries in the United States alone by 2017. Takata filed for bankruptcy in 2017 and pleaded guilty to 1 count of wire fraud in 2018. As a result, the NHTSA imposed a $1 billion fine on Takata's parent company, with $850 million going to affected vehicle owners. Learn about Pepsi's partnerships with popular gaming platforms like the NFL, NBA 2K League, and Activision Blizzard's Overwatch League. Pepsi partners with top gaming platforms to reach a massive 2.5 billion gamers worldwide. The company sponsors the NFL's esports initiative, the Madden NFL Club Championship Series. Pepsi is an official sponsor of the NBA 2K League, supporting competitive gaming tournaments. The brand also partners with Activision Blizzard's Overwatch League, fueling gamers' competitive spirit. Through these partnerships, Pepsi targets 1-8-3-4-year-olds, a key demographic in the gaming community. By investing in gaming, Pepsi aims to stay relevant with younger audiences and drive brand engagement. Pigs are often underestimated, but did you know they can solve puzzles, learn from humans, and even outsmart each other? Pigs possess a highly developed brain-to-body mass ratio, similar to that of primates. They can solve complex puzzles, such as finding hidden food, in under 10 minutes. Pigs learn from humans and can adapt to new tasks with minimal training. They have excellent problem-solving skills, often outsmarting each other for food. Pigs exhibit self-awareness, recognizing themselves in mirrors and using them to find food. In studies, pigs have demonstrated empathy, comforting each other when distressed. Understand how Barcelona accumulated a massive debt of €1.2 billion and what it means for the club's future, including player transfers and investments. Barcelona's debt crisis began with reckless spending on player transfers and wages. The club's debt skyrocketed to €1.2 billion, making it one of the highest in football history. Lionel Messi's massive contract, worth €555 million, contributed significantly to the debt. To reduce debt, Barcelona must sell players, including stars like Frenkie de Jong and Ansu Fati. The club's financial struggles may force them to abandon their famous La Masia youth academy. Barcelona's debt crisis could lead to a decline in on-field performance and loss of global prestige. Folic acid can reduce the risk of birth defects by up to 70%. Folic acid is a B vitamin essential for preventing birth defects of the brain and spine. Taking folic acid before and during pregnancy can reduce birth defects by up to 70%. The neural tube, which forms the brain and spine, develops just 3 to 4 weeks into pregnancy. Dark leafy greens, legumes, and fortified cereals are rich in folic acid, but often not enough. Pregnant women need 400 to 800 micrograms of folic acid daily, making supplements often necessary. The CDC recommends taking folic acid supplements at least 1 month before getting pregnant. From the Chevrolet Chevette to the Pontiac Firefly, we count down the top 5 most affordable cars of the 1,980 seconds, with prices starting from just $3,000. The 1,980 seconds saw a surge in affordable cars, driven by rising fuel costs and economic uncertainty. The Chevrolet Chevette was the best-selling subcompact car in the U.S. during the 1,980 seconds, with over 2.7 million units sold. The Pontiac Firefly, a rebadged Chevette, was priced at just $3,000, making it one of the cheapest cars of the decade. The Ford Escort, introduced in 1981, was the first Ford car to use front-wheel drive and was priced around $3,500. The Dodge Omni, a subcompact car, was known for its fuel efficiency, achieving up to 40 miles per gallon in the city. In 2014, GM issued a massive recall due to faulty ignition switches, which caused over 120 fatalities. In 2014, General Motors issued a massive recall of 2.5 million vehicles due to faulty ignition switches. The faulty switches could be easily damaged, causing engines to shut off while driving, leading to crashes. The defect was linked to at least 124 fatalities and 275 injuries in the United States alone. GM knew about the problem as early as 2004, but waited 10 years to issue a full recall, sparking outrage. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, NHTSA, investigated GM's handling of the recall, imposing a $900 million fine. The recall ultimately cost GM over $5 billion in settlements, fines, and other expenses related to the scandal. Explore how Frozen became one of the highest-grossing animated films of all time, including its $1.27 billion box office haul and 2 Academy Award wins. Frozen was released in 2013 and became a global phenomenon overnight. The film's $1.27 billion box office haul made it the highest-grossing animated film of all time then. Let It Go, sung by Idina Menzel, won the Academy Award for Best Original Song in 2014. Frozen also won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature, beating tough competition. The film's success was fueled by its relatable characters, catchy soundtrack, and stunning animation. Frozen's impact extends beyond box office numbers, becoming a cultural phenomenon with lasting influence. Explore the battle-tested tactics employed by the Roman legions, including the famous testudo formation, which allowed soldiers to approach enemy fortifications with protection, and the clever use of siege engines to breach enemy defenses. The Roman legions' tactics were shaped by their experience fighting against the Etruscans and Gauls. The testudo formation, or tortoise, protected soldiers with a shield wall while approaching enemy fortifications. Roman legions used siege engines, like catapults and ballistae, to breach enemy defenses with precision. The Roman triple-layer battle formation allowed for flexibility and adaptability on the battlefield. Roman soldiers were trained to fight in close quarters, using short swords and shields to devastating effect. Discover how Royal Mail, one of the oldest postal services, has been delivering mail for over 500 years since its founding in 1516 by Henry VIII. In 1516, Henry VIII established a postal service, marking the birth of Royal Mail. By 1635, Royal Mail was delivering mail across England, with 700 routes and 1,500 horses. In 1784, the first mail coach was introduced, reducing delivery times between cities. During World War I, Royal Mail delivered over 2 billion letters to soldiers and civilians. In 1969, Royal Mail introduced the first postage stamp featuring a photograph, the Machin series. Today, Royal Mail processes over 500 million items daily, with 120,000 employees across the UK.